why you want your specific person. I want to get into this topic because my intention for this video is to help move you from feel the wanting or needing or lacking or missing, all of those feelings, because I know that when you want a relationship or a specific person, it feels like you missed the boat, that you missed out, you had your chance, that you want what you had, you want that person back, all of those scenes. And then you get down these really sad and sometimes dark rabbit holes of thinking and missing and lacking, and it just repeals this cycle that is not necessary. And my intention for this video is to empower you with how this actually is working and how you can move away from feeling like you don't have to having, because you do have everything, anything you want. All right, so stick with me. You're gonna like this video. So welcome, my name is Rose, and welcome to The Rosey Life, where we help you free your mind and follow your heart so you can have the life that you love. If you're interested in working one-on-one with me, you can go to TheRoseyLife.com and you can read all the different coaching options and packages that I've made, or you can join the Rosey Life course and community, where we're a group, a private forum, and I show up and answer questions live, and you have 12 lessons to start you off to go from externally focusing to internally focusing, because that's where your power is. If you're looking out there, and that's what we're all used to doing, and then we go from always looking out there for the answer, and then somehow you got to start shifting and going within, and that is what the 12 lessons in the Rosey Life course set you up to do. Okay, so I really wanted to make this video for a while, actually, and I also got inspired by one of my client sessions to make this video, because sometimes I notice, especially because I haven't studied the law for a while, that it's, you kind of forget when sometimes I kind of forget once in a while, not too often, but you kind of forget that not everybody has been studying the law for a long time or a while. And also the other thing that I remember, because I have a background in psychotherapy, that I do remember that even the most brilliant people with intelligent, high IQs, very well established in their life, right, have not ever been taught or told that you have a choice, that you get to feel what you want to feel, and that feelings are not just there to rule your life, that feelings are actually just there to give you an indicator of what you're thinking. And I remember, even working with thousands of clients in therapy, teaching them that skill of what their thoughts and feelings really are. And so combining that when I'm working with clients, I take a step back quite a bit and I focus back on basics. And this is one of those basic things that I want to talk to all of you about. So if you're manifesting an SP or you're manifesting anything really, the same thing applies here. I talk about SP because there's many of you that are manifesting your SP, and also many of you are manifesting money and health and houses and different lifestyles and family relationships, all kinds of stuff. Okay, and I want you to know that this applies to that too. So here's what I first want to start off with, is that when someone says that they want to be with their SP, that's wonderful. It is yours. I want to tell you first that everything, anything is possible, because you are everything. That's straight out of the gate. You are already everything. It already exists within inside of you. It's not outside of you, but it exists within you right now and always will be, always has been. Okay, so there's no limits on what you can have. What we are, when we come into the law especially, we learn about the law that we can have anything that we want. And let's say that you had a breakup, or let's say that there's somebody that you want to be with that you've never actually met in person, but you know about them, whatever it is, okay? But let's say that there's somebody that you want to be with. And what most people do, and this is just, again, you guys, this is the majority of people, how people are conditioned to think, right? That if in the having that relationship with that person, that you're going to feel something, that you're going to feel good. Okay, so now let's talk about for those of you who are desiring a specific person. Okay, well, let's take for example that you are manifesting someone that you've already known. Okay, so before you met this person, and for those of you who are manifesting somebody you've never met, okay, this is also applies to you. Okay, but before you met that person, before you even knew them, you might have been in other relationships that you didn't like. And so somehow, some way, you had the thought, right? You had the thought that you say, I want XYZ, meaning the person. This is what I would like to have these qualities in a person, right? It would be, I would like this in a person, or just, I would love to be in a relationship, right? And you have more of this, wouldn't it be nice feeling, right? It would just be so nice if I met this person that had these qualities, and he or she, looked like this, and he or she just felt the way that I felt about them. It just would be, just be so nice knowing that that person is out there right now looking just for me, exactly who I am. Okay, and then you have that, wouldn't it be nice? And then lo and behold, you meet someone, or you spot someone if you have, right, on Instagram or whatever, like you meet someone, and lo and behold, they are that. They are the very thing that you were saying, wouldn't it be nice? You're just like, holy moly, right? But what happens is, most of the time you forget that you were doing this, that you were imagining or daydreaming, and you were thinking, gosh, that would be nice. Or maybe you were having a conversation with a friend. Then you meet that person, okay? And then you are with them on some capacity, and you're like, I've never felt that way before in my life. You love how you feel with that person. You're just like, I've been in relationships before, but I've never felt this way before with anyone else before in my life. Okay? Again, forgetting that you did this. All right? And then something, and I put this in quotes for a reason, I'll get back to it. Something happens and it's over. Whatever, whether you break up with them or they break up with you, okay? You wonder why. You wonder why. You wonder what happened. And you want them back. Now you begin to wonder what you did wrong, what they did wrong. You look for the reason, the blame in your behavior, their behavior, what they said, what you said, what you should have said, what you could have said, what they could have said, what they could have done. You look for reasons why it's over, okay? Again, completely forgetting that where it started, okay? Then you try, the trying begins, the trying, the needing, the efforting, right, to get them back, right? Thinking, right, all the efforting, because you want that, thinking that XYZ equals SP, that unless you have this person, you can't feel this. And now you have plastered this feeling, this desire, right, with your SP's face, whoever that is. You think that this feeling equals them, which is why you feel like it has to be them. And which is why you can even try dating, you can even try dating other people, and nothing gives you that feeling. In fact, you try to have that feeling on your own by developing a self-concept, by saying, I'm good enough, I'm wanted, I'm deserving, I love myself, I'm perfect, I'm beautiful, I'm sexy, I'm whatever, right? You go to the gym, you do affirmations, you try to make yourself feel good to deserve them, because somehow, some way, or somewhere you learned that that's why you don't have them. Do you see? You're still trying to force this to be true, that XYZ equals SP. Only SP will do it. And so remembering up here, you weren't doing any of that efforting, self-concept work, affirming. You weren't doing any of that. All you did was just thinking about what you would want and their hair type, their color, their age, whatever, and then you're like, yeah, that would be so cool, and then boom, you get them, okay? But you get a taste of it, and then it feels like you're a little junkie because what they gave you, right? What they gave you, you feel like you can't have with anyone else. No one else. It has to be them. And this, I'm not saying this is all of you, okay? But this is what I see quite often, because this right here, this little equation is where the feeling of needing, wanting, longing, efforting, struggling, crying, frustration, trying to force the law, trying to make it work, trying to affirm 10,000 times a day. That's where all of that pushing, right, is because you think that you have to get the SP in order for you to feel this, okay? Again, forgetting that you already felt this by just simply saying, wouldn't that be nice, would love to meet someone like this, blah, blah, blah. You did that, and then they showed up, okay? So that's where the have to have them. It has to be them and no one else, right? Because when what you want is XYZ, that is truly what you want. Again, I'm not saying you can't have your SP, because you can. That would be straight up me being hypocrite saying you can't have what you want. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm trying to separate your SP, just put them on a little bookshelf for a minute, like Elf on a Shelf, right? And let's get back to the nuts and bolts and the truth of who you are, where your power is, right? It's not in a process or a technique of how you get them. That's not where your power is. When you awaken, you realize that this thing that you did, that is actually what's happening all the time. And then you learn that you do this and you get something, and then you try to push more effort onto this, imagining what you want, thinking that that's going to cough out this. Do you see? Thinking that you have to do that to get what you want. But what it is that you truly desire, because if I said to you, if you could have your SP, but you wouldn't be fulfilled and happy, would you want them? No. No, what you really want is, because obviously this up here taught you from previous relationships what you didn't want. So you've identified what you want. Do you see? Because otherwise you just go back to just having a relationship. No, you want to feel this at whatever that is, okay? So what you're really wanting is XYZ. That feeling, that experience, that how you feel with them when not even with them, right, but with a person, and it could be with them, right? But that's what you want, is that feeling of when you're with them, right? And when you focus on what you're wanting to feel, and you feeling like you are it right now, that is what brings the person in, because you're not making, I have to have that to feel this. This is setting up a condition that unless it's them, you can never feel that. And in fact, you won't even be able to feel any of this on your own, because you've made a rule as a powerful, deliberate creator that you are. You created an unwanted rule, a condition, that you cannot feel this unless it's with them. So now it is you blocking off your own desire by making a condition that unless they come, you can't feel this. So see, it's like a little manifesting trap, right? Because you created a rule. Let go of the rule. So in other words, there's no equals here. If anything, right? If anything, you want to say, I feel this because I feel this, flat out. I feel this, whatever it is, loved, wanted, desired, peace. I feel this because I feel loved, wanted, peace, and do you see? Now there's no condition. Now you removed the condition that it has to be them for you to feel that. And that is what brought them in to begin with in the first place. Do you see? So I intend that this video was helpful, and watch it a couple times, because it's such a slight little perspective angle view. That's all it is, okay? And it's okay. Many of us have been there, and we thought that if I stop wanting them, then they're not going to come. If I don't focus on them, that they're not going to come. You know, and it's okay. Just let all of that go. And remember that you are the one and only cause. So when you put a condition that you can't be feeling a certain way without them, you're saying that there's more than one power. But when you're saying XYZ equals XYZ, that's the one power. Do you see? I'm loved because I'm loved. I'm happy because I'm happy. Do you see? I have what I want because I have what I want. So remember, this is where it started, whether you've met the person or not. This is where you're at. And know that I feel this with or without the person, right? And knowing that I get whatever I want, this will actually externalize in my world. All right, my loves, thank you so much for watching the video, for liking the video, and subscribing to The Rosey Life. And I appreciate your love and support so, so much. I will see you soon because you're all freaking amazing. Bye.